Hi, I'm David Precision from Do Yoga With Me. This is part 2 of our Yoga Explained video on shoulder stability, where we learn to bear weight. So it's hard enough just to get that activation, get those muscles to feel alive and awake. It's another thing to get them to bear weight, like our favorite plank pose. Well, let's remind ourselves what it feels like. So shoulder blades, protract, rotate, press in, upper back broadens, inner edge of the shoulder blades press in towards the heart. Okay, and you want that mountain plank, arms over the head. Now let's see what we need to do to bear weight. So I'm going to take you through a few different transitions, stages that you can use. So the first one that we can use is just our tabletop position. So you're bearing some weight, but not a lot, not as much as you are when you're in plank pose. And you can kind of play around with this. So what I like to do is I like to straighten my elbows and then move through the full range of motion that we can with our torso up and down. So you let your torso drop all the way down, so your shoulders pop up. And then you move your torso all the way up, so your shoulders push down. You can even probably see your shoulders. So try that again. Shoulders pop way up, or back, I guess it would be. And then shoulders come forward. And then typically our moment of stability, our point of stability would be somewhere halfway between those 2 points. So find that spot. And now turn it all on. Broaden, press the inner edge of the shoulder blades into the upper back and stabilize. So that whole upper back unit feels strong and stable, and your arm bones are connected to it. It's like your arm bones are connected to your shoulder blades, and you feel the shoulder blade stabilize because those muscles that wrap around the rib cage, your serratus anterior, are on and they're holding the shoulder blades stable. Okay, so this is step number 1, stage number 1 for stability. Stage number 2 is keeping that active the whole time. It's better if you do this standing. You place your hands on a wall, and then you start to feel like what it feels like to move into Chaturanga. So you can do this against the wall. You're tilting into the wall and pressing away from the wall. And that, see if you can keep the stability throughout doing that. And then third, you do full plank, keeping the stability on the whole time. And then lastly, far too many students move on to this before they understand what shoulder stability is, which for so many leads to shoulder injury, chronic shoulder injury and pain. That's when you move into Chaturanga, and you do it in stages. So you lower little by little, and the moment you lose your stability, that's when you know you need to come out and you need to keep working on it. So plank, I'll give you an example. Plank, activate, and then lower down just a little bit and come back up. Maintain stability, come back up. Maintain stability, come back down a little bit lower, come back up, until you can come all the way down so that you're in your Chaturanga pose and your upper arms are parallel to the ground, like that. Okay, but I'll give you a couple of cues or a couple of pointers here. The moment you know you're doing it wrong is when you feel it here. These muscles take over, and in fact, they start to feel strained, especially right in this point there. Because what you end up doing, and this is habitual for a lot of people, no matter whether you're doing yoga or you're doing push-ups or whatever you're doing that involves this kind of motion, is that we push the shoulders forward like that. And that makes these muscles in the arm and the chest dominant. And so it's really hard to come out of that habit and keep the shoulders back and make those shoulders take on the stability. But this is what you'll notice, is this will start to get strained, sore, maybe even get that pinchy feeling. So those are the stages you can go through. Just make sure that you're maintaining the stability the whole time. If you have any questions, please post them below this video. And good luck, have fun practicing, and we'll see you next time.